All right, so we're going to get back to that story in just a second, but as you can see there, that press conference that we have been waiting for has begun. Let's get out there live.
Alcatraz Island. We initiated a full marine response. We co-respond with San Francisco Police Department. The San Francisco Police Department Marine Unit was the first on the scene and witnessed a gentleman in the water who was in severe distress. They placed him on their boat, initiated CPR, brought him into Gas House Cove right here, and this individual was declared deceased at that point. So we have currently 20 people who are reported to be on the vessel. Initially, we had 19, and after witness accounts, we determined that there were 20 folks on this vessel. We have 13 who are not injured, who have been placed in the Family Reunification Center behind me in Fort Mason, and Human Services Agency and the American Red Cross are providing services to those individuals. There are currently 3 individuals who are on the vessel who were injured, who were transported by fire department ambulances to a local hospital and are currently in stable condition and expected to be released this evening. We still have 3 members who are on this vessel who are we're unable to locate. We're conducting search and rescue operations. We have been coordinating with the United States Coast Guard, with other agencies, and we will continue to search throughout the evening. Thank you very much. I will pass it to the next gentleman.
And now speaking for the U.S. Coast Guard is going to be Lieutenant Corvino regarding the search and rescue operation.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. I'm Lieutenant Corvino. I'm the Search and Rescue Mission Coordinator for the Coast Guard for this operation. As stated, we responded immediately to the report of this vessel, and we used every available resource to us, providing surface coverage and air coverage. These search efforts are going to be ongoing throughout the night, providing surface coverage and air coverage. Our primary goal is to ensure the safety of all personnel involved and to locate the missing mariners. We want to thank our partners for assisting tirelessly and our Coast Guard crews for conducting these search and rescue operations. We will provide more information when it is available, but thank you.
We're going to have time for 4 questions. I apologize ahead of time if I don't choose you all, but 4 questions only at this time. Saw this hand go up here.
So, was there an explosion? Was there a fire? What caused the ship to go down? Do we know? And where did it leave from?
So I'll answer your last question first. The information we have is that it left from St. Francis Yacht Club, and the initial report was a vessel on fire. Upon arrival, our members did not evidence any fire. The reports we've had from witnesses is that there was rough seas, and apparently the vessel began to take on water and was turned over in the bay. That's the information that we have.
Chief, can you tell us about the 3 missing? We're hearing that at least 2 were women.
So we are not able to release the sex of the individuals who are missing, but there are 3 missing. And one point of information is this was mostly family members of one another who were on this vessel.
And all adults?
And all adults, yes.
Next question. Right here.
Do you have any information about what kind of boat it was? We understand the initial report said a pontoon boat. Is that still the correct identification of what kind of vessel it was?
Sure. So we have information on that. Sir, would you like to?
The information we have on the type of vessel right now, 50-foot pontoon boat, more information will come out as this situation evolves, but that's the initial description we've received.
So could you share a little bit more about the person that is deceased? He was a gentleman, and also if you can confirm that the people that was visiting were from Stockholm or Sacramento area?
So yes, those are the reports that we are receiving. Our understanding was there was some kind of memorial service that they were engaging in. That's why they were using this particular vessel. And again, they were hit by a wave or took on water, and the boat capsized.
Okay, last question right here.
Can you explain just kind of more in depth about a search at night, like what you encounter, and is it true what feels like that the wind is calmed down? Is that true? What are your crews up against?
For the search and rescue aspect of that night, we have modeling software that predicts the location of where our missing mariners could be. We use that very strictly in where to provide assets, and throughout the night we will have surface and air assets providing coverage. Thank you.
Is this still a rescue mission, or has it transitioned to a recovery?
This is still a search and rescue mission.
Is there a particular point in time when that changes?
I'd say that's the last question. We're done for now.
Do we expect
I'm gonna
another
step in here.
update
One second.
tonight?
I'll be here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. If anyone wants any more information, I will be the media affairs contact. I will be in contact with the U.S. Coast Guard, the San Francisco Police, who are leading the investigation as well, and we'll give you updates tomorrow morning earliest. And correction on the vessel, we've been told the name is Volare, Volare, based out of Stockton. It's a 50-foot cabin cruiser. That's what the type of vessel it is. It was 3 stories in height and roughly about 50 feet long.
You say the Coast Guard lieutenant's first name?
I don't know his first name. I just know, yeah, Covino, yeah. That's correct.
Initially it was 19, now it's 20.
Yeah,
Is a cabin cruiser still a pontoon?
that I'm not sure about.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll give you a little bit of homework. And so the other thing that's very important, I'd like for you all to get people to know is that if anyone believes they have family members that were on this boat and they are seeking information, we're asking them to call 1-800-RED Cross. If they think they have any one of their loved ones who are on this boat, who are on the bay today. Thank you. That'll conclude. Si quieres, puedo. Is that okay? Spanish speaking questions.
All right, so we were just listening to a live press conference. It was a combination of the U.S. Coast Guard as well as the San Francisco Fire Department and their Marine unit. Those are the agencies directly involved in the breaking news today, the search for the missing tonight after a pontoon boat capsized and eventually sank in the San Francisco Bay between the Golden Gate Bridge and Alcatraz. Now, one of the things that we learned from that update, we have been reporting for much of the evening that there was believed to be 19 people on board that boat. They just clarified that as they have spoken to the survivors of that wreck, they now know or now believe that there were as many as 20 people on board that boat. So here is kind of a brief rundown. 20 people in total on that boat. They say that 13 of them made it to shore and are uninjured. 3 of them are in the hospital. They say that 3 are still missing. And most importantly, they say that 1 person did go into the water. They were able to pull that person from the water, but they say that they were in serious distress and would later die. Now, they did not address whether or not they are calling off the search for the evening, but they say that there is an ever-expanding area that they have to focus on because of the tides. We will, of course, bring you updates as more information becomes available. Now, don't